With a few hours of spare time before I depart for my flight back home, I do need to reflect on what has been happening in the year 2024. In just a few days, it will be the year 2025. Imagine that. We're already halfway between 2020 and 2030. Not the best reminder that I'm getting old. Well, literally everybody else is getting old. Duh. Feels like I don't have enough time for anything. Not enough time for my work. Not enough time for my videos or other side projects. Not enough time for friends or family. Whatever's left of it anyways. And not much time for vacations, if anything, really. What I've learned from this year, as well as the last half of 2023, is that there will always be challenges, warranted or otherwise. And all I see are challenges that involve keeping up with stuff. So keeping up with finances, keeping up with all the cultural shifts and whatnot, keeping up with personal responsibilities. Personally, I think I knocked it out of the park when it comes to financial and personal responsibilities. Not being a jackass, knocking debt down whenever possible. Hell, even earning a promotion in an entirely different industry. Not something you typically expect, but I got it somehow, some way, but that's from going above and beyond. I've fulfilled favors that some people might have not known that they really needed, but they didn't know until I fulfilled it for them. In any case, it's why I'm no longer in the Midwest, and instead residing and working in upstate New York. Hold on, man, weren't you in New York City not too long ago? Yes, that's correct. But when it comes to me, if there's an opportunity, I jump to it. Or I just relocate to it in this case. One nice thing about relocating every few years or so, as I've had, since I've lived, worked, and went to school in a bunch of different cities and a bunch of different places, there's always new scenery to see, and I wouldn't get bored looking at the same thing for more than 3 years. Jumping to another point, compensation increase and recognition increase were a big boon to me. At the very least, though, the financial squeeze is a lot less. For now, I guess. So with all these benefits, yes, they are nice, but they came with negative experiences. Sometimes only negative experiences happen with none of the benefits attached to them. Have you ever had your check engine light come on randomly shortly after you gotten your paycheck? Yeah, that's one example. And sometimes a check engine light can just come on any other time as a way of fuck you, because it can. What would this have to do with my new job, you may ask? Well, I think we know where the world could be heading in the next 2, 3, 4 years, and safe to say, prices are going to go up again, and it might be exponentially higher than the last increase. Did you see the price of YouTube TV? It's now $82 a month, and with no noticeable upgrade in quality or content or otherwise. Good God, have you seen Subway's prices? Have you seen their specialty selections? Those sandwiches for a foot long are $18 for a combination of roast beef, ham, turkey, and sauces. Me thinks I can build those sandwiches for free. Well, not really for free, but for much less than $18. For shits and giggles, I used Chipotle's online order system to create a burrito that cost $13 in the end, and now it's just for the burrito by itself. Oh, and what happens when you use double meat on a burrito? That price is now $20. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not even going to touch upon Panera Bread's prices. It's what the hell? And what worries me about all that is that eventually the prices of basic necessities would go up. You know, the basics of meat, chicken, and beef, and even noodles and rice and whatever. Those prices will go up eventually, and, well, I can only budget so well. With these concerns on my mind, it's no wonder why I feel like I never had time for videos or for anything else. I need to go back to school, earn certain credentials that I believe can help me secure an even higher position in... I don't know when that next position is going to be for me. In this... Quite honestly, it's a dog shit world that we're living in right now. And my way of counteracting that is through job hopping. It's a painful process. The job market sucks right now. Absolutely abysmal. And I feel for those who have graduated college and are trying to break through into entry-level jobs. I would dread having to go through the same process. But if I have to do it in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, so be it, I guess. This is how I'm going to game the system. This is how I fight back, using what little power I have. Another pain part of relocating to a new location is finding some cultural fit. For me, that means trying to find some base connection with new friends here. The way I see it, it gets harder every time I relocate. Relationships wouldn't last if I had to move again. So it's no wonder why I feel so lonely, thinking I'm fighting whatever battles that I imagine, alone, without some sort of support group. I'm not that extraordinary, or I don't think I am extraordinary. I just had to toughen up myself, if that makes any sense. Not having anybody to fall back on when things get tough. Hell, people are a lot more fucking selfish these days, and with even less self-awareness. You know, people standing in the middle of the aisle with their full carts and not paying attention to people going in and out of that aisle. Drivers running past stop signs without even so much as a glance. They say that true people's colors are revealed when they have everything they could ever want. Money, power, property, what have you. But I think it's a bit simpler than that. Observe how they drive. How do they treat the wait staff at a restaurant? Do they make absolutely asinine comments such as, just go get a better job? Or just get a house? Or if you don't like it, leave? Honestly, those are just three of the most stupid ass comments I can hear in my lifetime. And comments like those can only come from people that have zero understanding of nuance or complexity. So, with the loneliness that I think I feel, coupled with how I see people these days, it's no surprise if it seems that loneliness will be my destiny. Solitude will be the treasure for me. That was my main focus for all of 2024 and much of 2023 as well. And at last, I come to some of the more recent challenges. Well, there are a lot more annoyances, but the external hard drive in which I keep all my videos neatly tucked away, they're stuck there because that drive is now unreadable. So I risk losing all those videos that I kept waiting to be put into final videos. So that has been sent out to data recovery services. I had other games recorded, such as XDefiant in the finals. I would be using that footage, but, well, you got zombies. It's weird because I'm posting Black Ops 6 Zombies now, but I still have a lot of MW2 and MW3 footage in the catalog, and I need to work those into final videos. No, my luck though, it'll take 6 months to get all that out of the way. Just with my lack of luck, believe me, my luck is absolutely trash, absolutely abysmal. But knowing my luck, some of the footage may now forever be lost. I would definitely feel devastated if that were to happen, but looks like I need to keep backups of backups, just in case something like this happens again in the future. It's going to happen in the future again. And that wraps up my thoughts of 2024 and much of 2023. I don't even remember if I made a summary video for 2023 last December. I checked, but I'm too lazy right now. I've been, I guess, too focused on myself, on trying to get ahead, over looking for new ways to enjoy myself, because I am my own company at this point. I really hope I can get that footage back and in good shape. I'm just looking forward to getting those videos published so I can move on. How easy will it be for me to move on from challenges that may be even tougher and more complex in 2025? It really does get tiring trying to think of ways, trying to think of solutions for whatever challenges could be, only for that challenge to be something else entirely, and then immediately on the spot then to come up with other solutions. It's exhausting, and not the sleepy kind of exhausting. It's exhausting having to think and move and do everything. It's exhausting to not have anyone there to do the thinking or doing for you. At this point, I'd like someone like that. It sounds really nice to have support like that. But in this life, I do not get to have someone like that. Instead, I only get beat down like some battered boxer. And I'm still expected to move on. I'm still expected to push on. I'm still expected to succeed. But I have to wonder who's expecting me to push on through such ridiculousness. Is it myself? My immediate family members? The hell if I know the answer anymore. I can't really pull off the accomplishments for my career in the same way as I did this past 6 to 9 months. It would take a lot more effort this time around, but that wouldn't be until the future. At this time, I guess I can take solace in the fact that I did good things for myself, and I should be proud of it. There are people out there that certainly are.